Where Buddha went wrong in realizing the truth, it becomes apparent that its depth and complexities are violently removed from what humans have believed and been taught throughout the ages. Because it is so far removed from normal human concepts and tenets, and the status quo, the human has no way to process it. It practically requires an entirely new mental machinery to digest it. The human's mind has been conditioned to the tenets and concepts it has been brainwashed by throughout the generations. The human's mind has adapted and conformed itself around these tenets and concepts. To such a mind, truth is an entirely foreign entity, spoken in an entirely foreign tongue, in an entirely foreign way. In any case, as the story goes, after Buddha achieved enlightenment, he intended to keep it to himself. For he felt that no one would understand what he had found. And he was correct to feel this way. Then, according to the story, Brahma came to him and said that he absolutely must share his knowledge with the world and teach others. Buddha acquiesced. Going against his original instinct, he set off to teach mankind. As a result, communes were made. Disciples were born. His words were reduced into how-to manuals like the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Paths. Buddhism was created, which led to legions of head-shaving and robed copycat practitioners, and Buddhists. Buddha abandoned his original instinct. He succumbed to, admittedly noble, ideas to help mankind. A man who has achieved this level of wisdom knows full well the way of human beings. He knows full well the insincerity and unseriousness that flows through their blood. Despite this, I do not know of any great man in the history of human civilization who has not succumbed to this notion of helping mankind. Buddhism goes on preaching, help all sentient beings. This is disingenuous. And perhaps it started with the Buddha's preaching and teaching to help mankind. All of this nonsense needs to stop. But, of course, it never will. Because it is far easier to hide behind the safe and comfortable notion of helping others, helping sentient beings, and helping mankind, than it is to transform one's own self. Stop the games. Stop the insincerity. Stop all this sound good, feel good, wishy-washy spiritual clever nonsense. But, of course, it never will. For humans crave, covet, and frolic in the gamesmanship, cleverness, and insincerities. If a man is true, he won't give 2 cents about helping sentient beings. He will focus his eyes squarely and unflinchingly upon himself. And, in fact, doing so is the greatest possible help he could possibly give to mankind. But thank goodness, and what a relief, that he has been given an out, by focusing on helping others. So he can conveniently avoid himself. Buddha's landmark achievement was his enlightenment. An enlightenment born of his own sincerity. An enlightenment born of a refusal to follow gurus and teachings. An enlightenment born of a deathly serious pursuit. His greatest error was in attempting to help sentient beings, whom, to this day, have not become a Buddha. Namaste.